Welcome to PDS on the Rocks. Today we're going to be discussing the changes we need to make to accommodate today's modern retail customer.
Wait a minute, so you want to make it easier for a customer to buy a car?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of like that whole back and forth game.
Dinosaur.
And welcome back to another episode of PDS on the Rocks, where we're going to continue to talk about the retail customer. As Matt said, we're going to focus on the changes that we need to make to accommodate that retail customer. So I'm Barrett Schrader, and again, Matt Lowry with me, our training director. So Matt has actually been in a lot of stores focused in this specific area. And one of the things that we want to share with you today is, we're all used to a road to the sale. But with this changing model and this digital retail customer, Matt, in your opinion, how do we make this more of a seamless road to the sale?
Right, and as you said, I don't even know what city I'm in anymore. I've been out visiting a lot of dealerships, seeing those that are struggling with this. What are those struggles and what are they trying to do? And everyone agrees we need to make this a seamless road to the sale. So that means the experience I get online, it's the same experience I get when I come into the door all the way through to the end. And still what we're seeing is the online experience is not marrying up to what we get in.
Right.
So when we come into the door, all of that goes out the window. Everything that I've done online, whether I've got a trade number, whether I've gotten a price, we have one price on the website, another price when you click, get your e-price, then a whole different price when I come in, and then the manager is going to give me another price too as well before I leave.
Yeah.
And so it's not seamless at all. It's just completely disjointed. It's like we completely forget they were online and they've already been doing stuff, and we're not picking them up where they left off and continuing that process.
I think that kind of is a good transition into, what do we really need to change or adjust to at the dealership? Because really, I think this ties a lot with just culture change. There's still a lot of stores that we go into where you've got that 20-year person. Are they open to that challenge or change, if you will, right? So just creating that culture. Can you sort of touch on that for us?
Sure, and the whole thing with the culture change that we need to make, and nobody likes change, we know that, right? But it's change or die. We know this. We talked about this in one of our earlier episodes, the difference between your Blockbusters and your Netflix, or your Sears and your Amazon. Because those companies were unwilling to change, you see what happened to them.
Exactly.
But it's easy, we have to understand, it's easy for a salesperson to fall back into those old habits because that's what's been working for them. Same with the management team. So what we're seeing is, it doesn't matter what the experience was online, when the guest is actually getting into the showroom, the salesperson is still trying to go for his 2-pounder. So he goes, forget all of that, I know better.
Yeah.
I can do this better. And same with the desk. And the desk isn't holding them to, we need to understand that this is the way the modern retail customer wants that experience to go, and we need to make it one seamless experience, but that changes our culture.
Yeah.
And I was seeing it there. So the whole idea with this should be that the salesperson is there to help the guest through the entire experience and should never be leaving.
Yeah.
You and I were discussing this before the show, how when you first got into the business, how your sales manager said, stay in your seat.
That's right.
As a sales manager, we know every time they get up out of their seat, we lose money.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about digital retailing is how we can embrace that and do that. So as I've been going out, even those stores that are trying to wrap their head around this, what did I still see? 20 to 30 minutes. I was timing it, right? I'd pull out and I'd click it as soon as the salesperson walked away. How long it came back? 20 to 30 minutes. Wow. And what did I see the guests doing? They pull out their phone. They're going on websites, looking at the competition.
Yeah.
I saw one where a husband and a wife, the husband was all in for the truck. He wanted it. Older couple. He was like, I'm in. Salesperson gets up, goes to the desk. He's gone for about 10, 15 minutes. All she was doing, we can't afford this. We can't do this right now. This is a lot of money. He fended her off for a couple of minutes. He was all in. He was still, no, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. After about 5 minutes, that was it. You could see.
Yeah.
He was done. Salesperson comes back over with the normal first pencil like we do. Yeah, I got to think about it and go. So digital retailing is not about having to just give cars away, we can make more money, sell more cars because it's a better experience.
Right.
And we all see that, right? But we can't go back to those old ways. Change is constant. We have to embrace it, but it has to come from your desk down. If your desk isn't on board with this and your desk isn't pushing this,
yeah,
the salespeople just never will.
Yeah, they've got. I mean, as a management team, again, back to the culture. You know, we have all got to be on the same page.
We do,
and we have to be fully in and invest in this. And you know, let's look at for a second. You know, we made our blooper in the beginning, but let's look at the old way, traditional way of selling cars, and then, you know, the third point we wanted to cover today is how do we make this more of a conversational type of sale.
Right.
Right.
And I love that, because so many times, what is a salesperson always been trained to do? Hey, what do I got to do to get you to buy the car today?
Yeah.
Right. That's how we started out. So,
Yeah.
what do I have to do? If I get all the numbers right, you buying it today? That's exactly what we were taught to do.
Yeah.
That starts us out confrontational immediately.
Yeah.
That puts it you versus me, and we're going to fight this out. Conversational sales. Hey, what can I do to help you today? What kind of information can I give you? Hey, I am here for you. We like changing the term from salesperson to more of like a personal assistant or a concierge. I'm just here to help you make a more informed decision.
Yeah.
If you're the one who's doing that, who else is doing that out there?
Right. Right.
People buy from people they feel comfortable with.
Fair. Yeah. Absolutely.
So a lot of our job needs to be changing this up and making this more of a I'm here to help you. It's not me versus you, it's an us together. It's not you're on that side of the desk and I'm on this side of the desk. How about we sit side by side and we go over this together?
Yeah.
Because I'm just here to help you out and help get you the information so you can make a better, more informed decision. Don't you believe, I believe every salesperson out there believes their business, their store is the best place for someone to purchase a vehicle from.
Absolutely.
Well, then it's about motivating the guests to see it the same way you see it and not fighting with them. You don't have to fight with them. Just sell them on that.
Yeah.
And then they'll come along with you. Instead of butting heads, how about we pull in the same direction?
Right.
Which way are you going? I'm going to go with you, and I'm just going to help guide you, right? We've discussed this even with the traditional way. Our job's to influence.
Absolutely.
Our job is still
Motivate.
to influence, motivate and influence. That doesn't change. Just the way we're doing it needs to change so that we're doing it more in line with them.
Yeah.
And then we're guiding them through the path instead of this.
Yeah.
What do I need to do to sell you a car today? So if this all works out, you're taking it today, right? I mean, that's what we do. Instead of how can I help you?
Right. Well, we're going to continue this series because I'm sure there's a lot of questions, a lot of things that you're thinking about. So never hesitate to reach out to us. So again, just to do a quick recap, you know, do we have a seamless road to the sale at the store? Do we have the right culture? Have we developed that proper infrastructure? And then are we making our sales a little bit more conversational to ease the customer? Start now. Create that now, and guess what? I guarantee you're going to keep them in your family for a long time.
Absolutely. Right. And we're still there to influence and motivate. Just do it with them.
Absolutely. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that way you get all of the latest news that we're delivering. And thank you for watching another edition of PDS on the Rocks. And I do believe, Matt, that it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.